Hi guys, I'm Jorisar and this is the battle report for the grand finals of Apex Season 2. We have RunAway, whose fairy tale run saw them plow through a number of established teams, including today's opponents Lunatic Hai, who clawed their way back into the grand final and a chance at revenge. Will they finally be able to break through their run of second place finishes, or will RunAway ensure this dream has a happy ending by winning one last best of 7 fight? Let's find out. Oasis got us started on the hype train at breakneck speeds, as both teams showed us top tier plays while the point flipped controls several times. Haksal opened the map up with a quick quad kill where no ultimate was needed, dashing through foes for kills and drawing blood on every target in sight. He tried to follow through with his momentum in the next team fight, but Ryujehong landed a critical sleep dart on the nano-bladed Genji, keeping Lunatic Hai in the match. Jaehong maintained his presence with a second well-placed dart on Stitch's Deadeye, ending a second ultimate before it could find value. Despite the hard-fought round, Haksal did manage to seal the deal for RunAway with one final nanoblade to gain control on University. Unwilling to go down quietly, Lunatic Hai took control of the Gardens map and gave very little opportunity for RunAway to contest. Esca finally showed up for his team on Tracer when he got into the back lines, soloed Cox's Ana, and rejoined the brawl on the point to hunt down the counterpart Tracer. Afterwards, a severe case of deja vu left Haksal with plenty of time to think while he slept in the middle of a team fight, after getting darted by Ryujehong for a second time while nanobladed. While RunAway's Genji dozed, Whoru wreaked havoc with his own blade, cutting through and finding high-value killing blows, securing the round for Lunatic Hai. The city center decider round was a close call on the scoreboard, with RunAway earning an early lead, only to lose control when their defensive ultimates got nullified. First, Stitch's pulse bomb onto Miro got primal raged, and then Haksal kept the unfortunate streak of getting sleepy during his ultimate. It was only once Zunba finally shut down RunAway's pharmacy that it looked like Lunatic Hai could dig themselves out of the hole and take the first map. Esca too found early picks on Bumper's Mercy, but in the final team fight, the Resurrect found use, bringing Stitch back from the dead after he landed a momentum-tilting pulse bomb that took Soldier 76 clean out of the fight. This allowed for RunAway to reclaim the point and take map 1. Genji's defined the first half of Hollywood, with Whoru being the playmaker for the Lunatic Hai offense, dodging charges and protecting his supports during the point A capture. The cart sped towards the second checkpoint, but Haksal, the opposing Genji player, was the one to stall out the offense in Westworld. Kaiser too supported the defensive efforts, shutting down Whoru with a well-timed charge. Eventually, the second checkpoint fell, and Lunatic Hai would have had the third as well, if not for Haksal's overtime Dragon Blade, killing 2 before he died himself. That said, it was enough for the rest of his team to push the attackers off the cart to end overtime. The Lunatic Hai defensive half, including a great triple kill tactical visor from Esca, delayed the capture of point A all the way until overtime, successfully limiting RunAway's time bank to move through the rest of the map. Once the card got moving though, it barely paused, chugging along with the help of a backline clearing Earthshatter from Kaiser, while the front line of the defense was sliced open by Haksal's blade. Whoru finally reset the offense with his own triple kill nanoblade, but it still wasn't enough to stabilize the defense, who gave up the entirety of the third point stretch with limited resistance, giving RunAway their second map point. Esca came alive in the opening moments of Volskaya as Lunatic Hai started on offense. Coming from behind the defense, he made use of the team brawl and emptied clip after clip as Tracer, landing constant hit markers and slaying for a triple kill, ending the point A resistance. The point B capture required them to be calm and patient, and they were both of these things, not overcommitting ultimates and buying time for teammates to rejoin the fight when necessary. The 2 points were finally earned after a 3-minute, 15-second respawn delay fight. RunAway found themselves facing a brick wall of a defense on point A, getting bullied off the point constantly, including a silverback show of dominance from Miro's Winston. After barely scraping together a point A capture, the defense became even more stifling from Lunatic Hai. One of RunAway's most promising opportunities came in the form of Stitch's tactical visor that cleared 2 off the point, but when Haksal went in to follow it up afterwards, he was absolutely deleted by Ryujehong's Ana shots and nade. That ended the attack right then and there. The point B hold was fully completed when Stitch's final tactical visor was eaten by the defensive matrix of D.Va, and Whoru put a cherry on top with a quad kill. Slow and steady was the mantra from the RunAway offense for Route 66. Pushing toward the checkpoint, we had key plays from Cox, who landed a sleep dart on the flanking tracer of Esca, while Haksal chased down Tobi as the cart inched to the first checkpoint. The street's defense from Lunatic Hai also fell to the blade of Haksal, and were gunned down again when they tried to reinforce, thanks to Stitch's high ground tactical visor. Stitch came through for RunAway once again during the final leg of the map, with another high ground tac visor that let him multi-kill the backline of Lunatic Hai, ending the round with all 3 points. After a rough start, Lunatic Hai found their groove and began pushing the cart while mercilessly dismantling the defense. Whoru ended Haksal with a mid-air Genji dash and landed to finish off Stitch too, leaving RunAway with no DPS to defend the first checkpoint with. After the gate opened, Ryujehong found himself in a tough corner, but he was not to be underestimated on his signature Ana, staying alive against all odds while his team won the fight on the cart. Desperation set in for the defense, and you could see the miscommunication and panic come to light when Kaiser attempted a hero play during Street, but completely whiffed his Earth Shatter, leaving Whoru free to go on a killing spree. With both checkpoints claimed, RunAway had to rally to hold off Lunatic Hai and win the map. Kaiser redeemed his earlier NA ult with a massive offense-stopping Earth Shatter that was followed up with a critical hook and whole hog from Bumper to clinch the map and bring RunAway to championship point. Point A of Hanamura erupted in an all-out brawl when Cox and company charged in and took up position on the point. The offensive Ana couldn't stop Miro from primal raging Bumper off the cliff, and died in an all-Ana showdown to Ryujehong's perfectly placed grenade. Despite the defensive kills, Point A still fell to the attackers. Lunatic Hai stabilized on Point B though, with the help of Esca's Mei and Whoru's Genji, combining for a set of kills that would set the foundation for a full Point B hold. It finished with Esca again launching a blizzard and following up by taking down Stitch and crippling Haksal before finally being eliminated. The effort was enough, and Lunatic Hai were able to end overtime, limiting RunAway to just 1 point. Lunatic Hai continued their 2CP domination by quickly capturing Point A, with Zunba isolating Bumper on the outskirts, killing him with his D.Va bomb, then rushing to rejoin his team on the point and continue the slaughter. Point B didn't go much better for RunAway. The transition for the offense was successful, and with nothing to dislodge the Lunatic Hai team once they were on the point, and the respawn ultimates not finding the value they needed, Lunatic Hai began their comeback by winning their second map of the series. Lunatic Hai's offensive Dorado round seemed to only be held back by the maximum speed of the cart. Esca dove into the backlines as Tracer at the first checkpoint, chewing through the hit point pools of Roadhog and Ana, and then getting a stagger kill on a fleeing Lucio. In the Streets phase, Whoru and Miro comboed together as Winston and Genji and lit up the kill feed, leaving bodies all the way to the second checkpoint. The defense finally found some footing in the final phase, and Cox outshone the rest by channeling his inner Ryujehong to win the 1v1 against the attacking Tracer, then putting Whoru to sleep right as he unleashed his Nanoblade. The defense had successfully burnt through the massive time bank Lunatic Hai started phase 3 with, but thanks to Miro's Reinhardt brutally swinging on the cart, they were able to wipe the defenders and stun reinforcements long enough to capture their third point. The aggressive defense from Lunatic Hai was overwhelming for RunAway on the other side, who were barely able to leave the spawn and were greatly punished when they tried a split formation. Whoru reset the offense almost by himself at times with his Genji dashes, blade, and shurikens. Time burned away nearly as fast as RunAway's lead in the series did, and the scoreline officially became even after they were full held before the first checkpoint. Esca was the one who defused the final offensive attempt by catching Cox unaware and mercilessly gunning him down as Tracer, then turning his attention to a leaping Winston who didn't live to see the ground again. The momentum had now fully swung in Lunatic Hai's favor, and their confidence was palpable as they charged point A on Eichenwalde. Even Ryujehong got a double kill on his Zenyatta as Esca skirted the outside of the fights, providing damage and distraction to the visibly unsettled RunAway defense. With the cart now in motion, the offensive surge from Esca and Whoru charged into the newly respawned defenders, who only found themselves wasting ultimates and dying again. Whoru was in full MVP mode, using his blade to kill two, masterfully dodging a Diva bomb, then resurfacing still hungry for the blood of support players, shanking Runner to death. The castle gate became nothing but rubble, and the cart was still to be stopped as Lunatic Hai rounded the final corner. A critical stick from Esca removed Kaiser from the equation, and Tobi ended Haksal's Dragon Blade with a punch to the face. With 3 minutes 37 seconds still in the time bank, they successfully claimed the third point in a ridiculously fast time, creating an unimaginable task for RunAway's turn on offense. With pressure high but the bar set higher, RunAway began their offensive round. Nerves showed and Haksal buckled, unleashing his nanoblade but only taking a tour around the point, unable to find anything to swing at, and was forced to watch as his team died around him. Luckily for RunAway, Stitch found the play that would yield the point for the attackers, blinking over the high ground to pick up Ryujehong, then assisting with the Graviton follow-up and finishing by getting another stagger kill. With time already short, the cart moved painfully slowly towards the ramparts. The dream started to crumble for RunAway when Cox was caught out alone in the backline, ruining any chance of a full 6v6 teamfight in the closing seconds. With a man disadvantage and no real team cohesiveness to present a challenge on the cart, it was only a matter of time as the attackers fell one by one, and overtime ended along with Season 2 of Apex. Lunatic Hai were crowned your champions, coming back to win impressively after being down 3-1. RunAway may have won hearts, but Lunatic Hai blew our minds with their resilience today, coming back from 3-1 down to win an epic Grand Finals and become your Apex Season 2 champions. To watch the next video, click here, and to subscribe to the channel, click here. Thanks so much for watching the series, guys, and don't forget to like and comment. I'll see you next time for more Overwatch action. Take care.